crashing in the driveway.
That never happens.
Mr. McClure and Edward, who are coming here to do some more fencing today.
Okay.
He won't realise that we're live.
I'm not really showing you.
Hold on a second.
Okay. Hello to everyone who is joining. Sorry, Tracy's having a quick chat to David. Quickly.
Sorry, everyone. He so loves being on camera as well.
Didn't really show him.
Anyway, what's I saying? Good
Yeah.
morning. We've got a bit of a busy one today, haven't we, Frey?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we couldn't miss out on bringing you on our Saturday morning feeding routine. So we've only got 2 boys down here this morning. I'm sure Frey will tell you in a minute. Once the engine stops.
Is ready and waiting for his breakfast. We're either making his way over. So we have just the 2 boys. It's Ice and Nero up at the yard as Iceman is doing a sit-on later on in the morning. And Nero's back up. So he's a bit sore. There's Willow. Hello. He knows where he gets fed. Hi Maria, hi Joy.
I filled up the treat box.
Cool. We have treats again.
Yesterday.
Can't go too close to the shelf to show you what they have, but I think they have carrots in their feeds this morning, as I can hear them crunching away. So I think they have carrots. Oh, am I too close? Then Tracy is filling up their treat balls. So the peace will be disturbed soon once they get their treat balls. It's all very nice and peaceful. The clouds are really cool this morning. I like the clouds this morning. Sheepies, they're still in bed. I don't think they're going to be coming over this morning. No. Have they come down recently? No. They're too busy sleeping. They're looking. They're doing a nanny. They can't be bothered to get out of bed. Oh, we can zoom in and show you a close up of them eating. There we go. So there's Angel Eyes. Sorry, the angle will be slightly dodgy. Then there's Weirdo with his. Oh, this is great. Oh my god, look how much you can zoom in. That is cool. Didn't know you could zoom in that much before. That's great. Hi, Samlin. So Hannes is just having his daily eye care. I didn't know how much you could zoom in on a live. This is great. So I can't come close, so... No, not that much. Yeah, that's great.
I just suddenly thought, did the robin come out of the office?
I think it has. I didn't see it anywhere, so I think they did come out. Hi Emma, so we are a Friesian sanctuary in Cartmel in the Lake District in Cumbria in the north of England. We're interesting our Saturday morning feed time live where we take you round and you can come and feed all the boys and girls out in the field. So we're currently down with our 2 sanctuary boys, Hannes and Uber, he's also known as Weirdo, mainly by me. Hi Diane, then we'll go feed the girlies, then Yo and Hoyts in the orchard after this. And then we'll go back up to the yard and Tracy will take you for a bit of a tour around and you can see the ones up there and things. Hi Thistle, do nicely. You done, Han? You ready for a treat ball?
Look, you get 3 treat balls.
You've now got sandy boots.
I have got sandy boots, haven't I? Yeah. It'll wash off. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Omar. Hi, Diane. Hi, Thistle do nicely. Sorry, if I'm messing sounds and looks really good. I'm sure you don't mean that. Your kids are very welcome to visit if they love animals. Good morning, Celine. Good morning, Maria. Hi, Joy. But yeah, we've got lots of 4-legged children that we need to look after. Plus, I have my own 2-legged version. So no, we don't need to have any more kids here. So Hannes is enjoying his treat ball there. And there's little weirdo or Uber coming out. Oh, Harold. Look, he's going to chase Hannes off the treat balls. I know, it's not fair, is it, darling? There are 3 though, so you can share. Where's the 3rd one gone? No, he's going to go and polish his... No, you're going to have a drink? Look, there's another treat ball. Morning, Tony. Look, that's what Hannes thinks. That's charming, Hannes, isn't it? Hi, Cassidy. You're a bit late to the party this morning. It's fine. I think we're a little bit earlier than... Oh, no, maybe we're not. But there's only 2 of the boys down here this morning because I've already brought Nero in, who I have to say was really rather sore this morning. So he's going to have to stay up at the yard for a few days. And Iceman has also come in because we have some visitors on one of our Meet the Horses tours at 11 o'clock today. So he needed a bit of a clean up because they opted to have a sit-on as well. So Iceman and Hannes are both brilliant for that. They love standing and posing for pictures and helping people get that Friesian smile. So while they enjoy their treat balls, we're going to go down and we've got Yodel, Hoytzer and Jubbers down in the orchard at the moment. Hoyt's been having a lovely time and he's absolutely filthy. But he's got to come in for a bath as well because he's going to be entertaining people in stable space tonight. A young lady celebrating her birthday. And I'm sure Hoytzer will help make it a birthday to remember. For all the best reasons, of course. Right, I'm going to pass you back to Frey. And we'll take Litfit down to feed everyone else.
There's Hoitsy Poitsy and Yo and little Jubbers. You are a bit, thank you. You're a bit filthy, aren't you? Right.
Hoitsy poitsy, come on.
Back you go. Look at you. You are proper filthy. Just look at that, Hoitsy. You've had a nice roll.
Who's bathing him today, you or me?
I don't know. Ish still has a couple of red apples. Is that Ish?
No.
No.
Oh,
not. Oh.
That's Norcha. There's one on my desk, actually. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, yes, been sat on your desk for a while.
Yeah. Well,
Did you escape?
Did I not tell you
No.
that? Yeah, no, you went to go and see what Tony
Okay. I just want to be an inspector.
He was an inspector. I did think he was going to run off across the field, but he just stopped. That's why I didn't get my camera out to film it. I need to sort of mention this in another video, but there were a few people who've asked about what happens when the horses share their feeds, especially if they've got meds in them, you know, which is a very good point. And Jubbers does regularly share Hoitzers, and he has a lot of feed, and he also has some bute in there. So undoubtedly, Jubbers does get some of his bute on occasions, but obviously with his muzzle on, he doesn't get a lot of it. With the others, you know, if they do end up swapping feeds, then we generally know if they're similar, and it's not going to be a problem. You know, all of the supplements, other than the meds, like the bute and the equiox, they're all very natural, so they're not going to do harm to the others. And the equiox we have hidden away in apples, so we always know that the horses have got that okay. That was just for if anyone's on here who's asked one of those questions. Good morning, Millie. Anyway, I'll ask you back to Frey for a minute.
There's Yo-Yo having her brekkie. Hi, Linda. Hey, Yo. You've got a bit of a beard going on there, haven't you? You need to have a bit of a beard trim at some point. So we'll leave these to finish eating. We'll go feed the girlies. Yeah. Hoitsy might take a while.
Yeah.
Hi, Harold. So go and feed the girls. I think some of the girls are already down here. So we'll go find where they're at. Hi, Antonio. Sorry, can't quite read and walk at the same time. Oh, yeah. Have a Mabel and a Spesh. Oh, we're all down here.
Hey, ladies. Good morning.
Ooh.
Frog in my throat.
Dow has also had a nice roll. So Dow and Anna get fed in here, so we pop their bowls on the floor. And then we feed Mabel, who's purple, then Micah, who's green, and then Spesh, who's pink, gets fed. So they all have an order, which is get fed in. Oh, Inna, that's not you. Inna, you know you're not yellow. Dow's yellow. Joy. Yes, Inna does have her own colour. She is orangey peach. Peach, apricot colour, so she has her orangey tape on her bowls.
She nearly ran me over, Brian.
She does that quite regularly. You always have to watch where she is. Otherwise she might get a bit of a squash.
You don't come that close, do you? No.
It's great watching Towie. It's very entertaining. She stores it in her cheek, so she does look like a gerbil or a hamster. Dow's been a bit more artistic with her mud pattern.
She hasn't she?
A bit like a mica, they somehow make it look like someone's painted them.
Yeah, she actually looks like a bird or something has been climbing all over her.
Oh yeah.
Maybe she's had a robin visiting her as well.
There's Dow. There's Zhao. What's her name is Spesh. And then you have Miss Maybelline. Who's actually looking quite clean, aren't you?
I don't know whether to go in and show, well, I think we'll show a bit of the girls' turnout. We'll go and have a walk through there in a minute. Is there anyone on here who would like to go and see the progress for the girls' turnout? It's really quite impressive what's been done out there. I'm not even going to say your name, the person who's made the last comment. Our channel really isn't for you. And Frey's going to say goodbye to you in just a second, because we're here for animal lovers only. There we go. You jog on and go somewhere else. Okay, this will do nicely. Cassidy and Maria, we will go round and take a look. I've got some really, really good footage of all the work that's gone on round there. I've shared a little bit with you so far, but also had the drone out the other day that shows what a huge area it is. That I might save until it's all done. But who knows, I might put it in the next vlog. You never know with me. Depends on my mood on the day when I'm editing video what I include. But we'll go and take a look at it now, once these girlies have finished. Yep, Joy, Frey's done it. Frey's very good at deleting anyone who's got anything unpleasant to say about animals. Or us. Well, no, we don't mind. If people say unpleasant things about us, that's fine. If, you know, if it's justified. We try not to take it too personally. But we're very lucky because we've got a lovely community of people. And, you know, we're always open to any ideas and suggestions. Constructive criticism is welcome. As I say, we don't get offended, you know, because sometimes we can be so involved in the day-to-day that we don't always see how we could be doing things. Next week it's quite exciting because we've got Molly, who's joining the team. So she's starting on Monday. So you'll be able to meet her hopefully on our Wednesday live. Are we nearly done? Little My and Pepper. How are you doing, Spesh? You're nearly done as well. So I think we're quite lucky with the weather today. I think we might even get sunshine later. Have we got sunshine later, Frey? Sun and cloud. And then I think the rain is returning tomorrow. Yeah. Oh my. We can't call her Skinny In anymore, Frey, because we can't even see her rib cage now. I think that shows that you've well and truly settled in, haven't you?
What would we call her instead?
I don't know. We need suggestions, don't we?
Sometimes I just call her Skin.
Skin? You call her Skin?
Yeah. Skinny Lee Shorten.
Oh, Ian. You're such a pretty girl.
Hello.
She's giving me scratches, Frey. Need scratches. That's it. Just there. That's the spot. Oh, yeah. Look at all that summer coat coming out. Dow's licking your bowl out. I know, she's got quicker at eating. Although she looks like she eats slowly, I think it's because she stuffs so much in her cheeks. Look at it. Look at those cheeks bulging. You're so ladylike, aren't you? Not.
Were you at George's post, was it yesterday, Pretty Woman?
Oh, yeah.
With her headshots, and when she's not eating,
She is a pretty woman.
or she just looked like a giraffe.
Yeah. Right, come on. We'll get you back out.
Yeah,
Because otherwise we are going to run out of time today. So I'll take you for a quick walk around their turnout space. I say quick, but you know me, I'll just keep talking. Frey, you need to keep me on track so I don't talk forever. That's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you all go back through whenever you're ready. No rush. Let me just shut the gate. So if you didn't see the vlog that I posted a couple of days ago, the disappointing news this week was that we heard from Warings that the building is not going to be available until the third week of October, which is quite frustrating. Good morning, Vinines. Have I said that right? I hope I have. Anyway, I'll come on to more of that in a minute. So this is where, during the summer months, the girls will be able to walk from here through this gateway here. It's obviously not a gateway at the moment, but it will be eventually. And I will take you around to the front, because I'm not going to climb over that right now, because you'll all laugh if I fall over. There's Yoda, posing beautifully, as always. She's such a stunning mare. Oh, I'm about to fall over. Okay, look at this space. So, there's been a huge amount of earth shifted this week, primarily with the little yellow digger on the left, Tony's digger, and a lot of the topsoil from here has been put down in the long field to move it out of the way. And this whole area was on a slope like that, so needed completely levelling out in order to get the building marked out. So on the left-hand side here, and I'm probably not going to explain this very well, but unfortunately Tony's not here to explain it for me. So unless, Tony, you're still watching and you want to explain it, I'm going to do my best. So as you can see here, there's a very steep edge cut in, and all the soil from here, the soil and the stone, has been shifted from there across to near the hedge to help level this area out. Now, the original plan was, so the building is going to be sitting in here, and the original plan was to have a doorway here with the horses being able to walk out into the field through a gateway here. So Tony put a ramp in place, but it was going to be far too steep, and we were going to have to cut right into the field because it still keeps climbing up as you go. So we've had to do a little bit of redesigning of where we're going to put the fencing and the gateways. But this little corner over here, of course, we're now going to have to look at putting some kind of retaining wall in here, which that's not a priority right now. And I'm assured it's not going to crumble away because it's all good, solid ground. But eventually, once the building's in place and the final work is done to effectively landscape around it all, I suppose, we might have to look at putting a retaining stone wall or maybe a sleeper wall across here. And I think it will make quite a nice little feature. But obviously the priority right now is to have this whole area here levelled out. I was going to say in time for the building to come, but as I mentioned a minute ago, it's not now coming until the 3rd week of October, which really is frustrating. But unfortunately, Waring's are having a few problems with one of their machines. So they're going to try and do their best to speed up our job. But yeah, I'm not holding out much hope. So this is where it stands at the moment. So in 6 days, it is absolutely phenomenal what they've managed to achieve down here. And on Monday, we have 200 tonne of stone. So more of this 20 mil crush and run stone arriving that has already gone down over the gas pipeline over here and in the front of the area. And then Tony will be spreading that 200 tonne across this area to level it all out. And then I think it's John Rhodes from Waring's who's going to be putting the building up. I'm assuming that it will be him coming along to actually mark out the area where the building will sit before the holes are then dug to put the, what are they called? Oh, you're looking at the horseshoe. The bolt boxes that need to go in on each of the concrete pads that will go where each steel stanchion goes. I'm not explaining it very well. Sorry, I'm just going to read a few questions. Diane, makes you realise how hilly the fields are. And yeah, this was always going to be the challenge in this area, and I'm annoyed at myself for not thinking of it before, that it was going to be too steep to go from the building here up to the field. So as much as I want them to walk out of the building and straight into the field, they're going to have to walk around the building now, down here, and you can see it's a lot more level here, and we'll put a gateway here so that they can go in and out. And although we originally hadn't planned to put a gateway at the end of the building because we're having this end of the building closed off because that's the part that's going to be for storage, because the ground is nice and level and flat over in this corner, we'll put another gateway so that the horses can literally have the freedom to walk in here, walk around the back of the building, across here, into the building if they choose, or along here and out through gateways just across from where those bales are. Cassidy, you may have said this, but is the building larger than the boys' building? Oh, it's substantially bigger, Cassidy. Theirs is 36, is it? Yeah, 12, 24, 36. No, it's not even 36 foot by 12 foot, I think. And this barn is 75 by 45. So it is a very big building. But there's more girls that are going to be using it, and we're also going to be using it for storage. So it is going to be an incredible structure, and actually what I like about the fact that the hill comes down here and it's dug away is yes, the building's not going to be hidden and it'll stand out, but it's going to be a little more hidden than we thought it would be. We thought it might be a little bit higher. And it's green, and it's got a sort of dark blue black roof. So I think it's going to blend in really well. And you can see over on the edge here quite how much has had to be filled in to get the level. It doesn't really show very well on camera, but I think this end it was 750 that needed to be filled in, 450 in the middle and a bit less at the end. So this has changed by the day, and as I say, I will put together various bits of footage of the whole project. We have where that ladder is on the tree. We have a GoPro that sits up there that's going to film the whole thing from start to finish. But in the day-to-day vlogs, I'll obviously include little bits of it as it progresses. So Monday's going to be a busy day for them down here. There's going to be wagons backwards and forwards all day with all of this crush and run stone. And Tony will get that all levelled out. Don't know which digger he's going to use. He's got two to play with at the moment. So the one on the right was actually used yesterday to cart a whole load of sort of stone down to fill the rest of this area. And that came down from at the top of the farm. Binks, what are we building? We're building a big agricultural building for storage of some of the equipment on the yard, but primarily for these girls to have access to a covered area throughout the winter where they're not stood in mud. They can shelter from the elements, so they're not going to be closed in it, because I'm not a believer in shutting horses in little boxes over the winter months. So they're going to still have the freedom to roam around this whole area and have access to the field. And this field has always been one that we've used over the winter because it drains really well. So all up over the top here stays good ground for them to keep moving round, because it's not healthy for them to just stand in a little box. Anyway, you're getting a field shelter, and field shelters are brilliant, and and that's what we've got for the boys up there, and that's worked really well for them. There are some things I'd like to change, or I would do differently if I was doing it again. I'd love to put some tracks in around that field so that they get a little bit more movement themselves on good ground, as opposed to sort of trudging through the field and poaching all the ground. But that's a project that's a long way off at the moment, because we've got so many other things to do. Anyway, we must get you back up the road. Freya, are you going to bring Hoyts up now?
I was thinking that will Yo and Jibs be happy to stay out?
I think Yo will just be happy to not have Hoytzer to deal with for a little while. I'm hoping that Jubbers doesn't get lammy. He's obviously got his muzzle on. Yeah, Yo, you're losing your man. You can have a break from him, because he is a bit of a wife beater, isn't he? Yeah. But you love him, really. Yes. Yodel was always known as the man-eater because she was a bit mean to all the geldings. And now she's got Hoytzer for company, who can be a bit mean to, he's a bit dominant. There you go. Aren't you, Hoyts? But he doesn't beat her up, don't worry. He just pulls faces at her. Binks, sorry, I didn't see your typo. Yeah, this will do nicely. It's really difficult visualising the whole thing. And it's like every day that I've come down and Tony's trying to explain things to me, I'm really slow at picking up what he's trying to explain to me. But I'm like that with Sam, the vet, as well. He has to tell me 3 times before it fully registers in my little brain. Which is why I have to do my sketches and my diagrams, because then it gives me an idea of what something's going to look like. Right. Jubbers, you keep Yodel company. Hoytsy's going to go up the road. Oh, Jubbers, are you missing him already? Little Jubbers. You've got Yodel. Excuse me. Right, let's get you back up the road in Arthur. Orb, can I have one? If you're talking about one of the horses, no, you can't. Sorry. There are our family residents here for the rest of their days. Good morning, Debbie. Right, let me just prop you up in here so I can drive you up the road. This isn't the best stand, so apologies if you fall over. Thank you. I like to think that they are in good hands. We do our best for them. We can only do that because we've got an amazing community of people around us who support what we do. Right, sorry, it's going to get a bit noisy for a minute. Right, back at the yard. Let me just go and shut the gates because we have several free reining. For those who don't know or who are joining us for the first time, a number of our horses just free rein round the yard. Cassidy, isn't the gate beautiful? It really is. I'm so pleased with that. Hi, Lianka. We thought that we might get annoyed with opening and closing it all the time, but I don't think anyone has yet. Because it moves very easily. It's very beautiful. It looks like it's been here for years. Nancy's Gate on Jamie's wall. Now, I don't know whether they'll thank me for this, but I'm going to take you up to see the tracks because we have David and Edward who've decided to come in on a Saturday, which is very good of them. So they've been busy putting up all the electric fence rope and the insulators. When I say insulators, if you don't know what they are, they're these things here. And they're now going to be working on doing the gateways so that we can let the horses off the track at different times and we can rotate the grazing between this side of the track and this side. So all the equipment arrived yesterday. To do those finishing touches. Well, I say finishing touches, but it's never ending. There's always something to do. But there's one gateway there, And then I think we're going to have a couple more gateways through here. So at the moment this is a temporary one, and we've actually done them this time in orange so that they stand out from the rest of the fencing. It also ties in with our colours, which are black and gold. It's a bit sad, but it's nice to be colour coordinated. Am I going to ride a horse? No, not today. Anything goes. My name is Tracy, so I run the Friesian Experience, or Black Horses, here at Greenbank Farm. This will do nicely. It's really amazing in the 2 years I've been watching how much improvements have been made to the farm. Honestly, I have to pinch myself every single day, and I wake up and I'm just so grateful because, you know, I've been here pretty much 20 years, and what's happening now are things that I've dreamed of for that entire time, and it's only because of all of you and just such an amazing group of people that we're able to do it, because we tried to do things through what's classed as all the correct channels, applying for grants, going to government organisations to try and get the support to run the farm and rebuild the farm, and we were constantly hitting our head against a brick wall. And then we reached out to all of you, and all of you who have the same belief as we do about how animals should be treated. And yeah, to see everything taking shape is absolutely amazing. And people say to me that I'm impatient and I want everything done yesterday. But, you know, the day I stopped dreaming of what could be done here to improve the facilities for the horses, to rebuild this farm that's been so severely let down over the years, the day I stopped dreaming of doing that, then that's the day that I need to just stop. So as long as the support is there, we'll keep doing the work and showing you where your valuable funds are being spent, because they are being put to very, very good use. You know, I always like to think that the horses have been well cared for, but we're now able to care for them that much better by giving them better facilities that makes life a little more comfortable for them, and I have to say a lot more comfortable for us. You know, even things like, you know, Hoyts has stood here now at our tie-up points, which for years we've had to wash horses outside. So during the winter months, you know, you're having to wash them very quickly, then they're getting chilly, you're having to get rugs on them very quickly. Whereas now we've got Bessie's barn down here with the solarium in. It's obviously not on at the moment, so when it's a bit chilly or windy, we can take them in there and wash them under the infrared. Anyway, let me take you, I'm going to see whether I can take you through into the barn without losing connection. Just let me know whether you're still with me.